Hi, I'm Derek with Dormacabo. We're here to talk about our E7900 locks. Today we have our E7900 Mortise lock. I'm going to show you what you would get in the box when you order this. Now, the parts you get might be slightly different than what you have here, just because each model number contains different things. But you see the model number we have here? We're going to open this box up and look at what's inside. So, fresh box straight from the factory. First thing we have in here is your handy dandy instructions. I recommend you read these. So, other parts we have, a little supplemental guide that you will come to love after you've used it once or twice. This tells you how to put the key override core in. One of the biggest mistakes in this is how this core goes in and how it works. So, read this guide, please. Next, we've got our gasket in here. Now, this is very important. Say you've got a site down south, you've got 100 degrees outside, you've got 60 degrees inside, you've got a storm of humidity in that lock. So please use your gaskets on the doors, especially exterior doors. Helps seal up that lock. Next part we've got here is our actual Mortise cassette. Now, this Mortise is standard Mortise, so when I turn the thumb turn, it actually extends the deadbolt out. I can order this as an auto deadbolt, so that when the door closes and this anti-pick gets pushed in, the deadbolt extends out automatically. Got our cord here to monitor our door status. That's what that one's for. Yours may or may not have that on it, but this actually just monitors the door if it's closed or not using that anti-pick. Here we've got our lever. Comes nice padded up so it doesn't get scratched up. This particular lever is for our key override. So this uses the standard keyway. I believe the one you'll get is a Slag C keyway with this, depending on how you order it. But that's your standard keyway. We do offer this in electronic override, so that there's no hole here, no keyway at all. We also offer this in SFIC, or as we call it, best prep, so it can accept an SFIC core. Next, we've got our face plates. Now, this particular one I have ordered as dual-handed. So this has two face plates in it, my right hand and left hand face plate, because the Mortise lock, the plates are handed, depending on where the hole is cut in for this to set. So I've got both a right hand and left hand in here, as well as the dust box to go inside the door. I also have my hardware kit. Now, this hardware kit's got a little bit of everything in it. I've got my standoffs for the doors. Standoffs are especially important if you're putting this on a, say a hollow metal door, something like that. It helps to keep from crushing that door down when you tighten the bolts up to mount the lock on the door. It's also got my regular spindle, it's got my privacy spindle, it's got my cap for my key override so that I can cover that when it's not in use. I've got my mounting bolts, I've got my key override here, it's got the core and the keys in it, because I ordered this with key override and it came with all that in there. I've got screws here, these are for mounting the strike plates to the frame. I've got both wood screws and machine screws for my threaded doors. I've got the cover for the batteries here that goes on the back of the lock, as well as the 4 AA batteries. So down under the cardboard here, I've also got the front of the lock. So this is what the lock's going to look like on the outside. I've got my card reader here, got my 2 little windows here for the programmer to send its program through. It's infrared programming. Got my stem here. Now on the back side, this one has 5 different sets of wires coming out. Your lock may have this many, it may have less. It depends on what options you order with it. These can be used for things like power to the lock, the privacy thumb turn, door status to tell me if the door is open or closed, things like that. So depending on exactly how you order it, you may have less wires or this many wires. I ordered this one with all the options on it. We see our place where the privacy spindle goes in and our regular spindle for driving the lock goes in. Set that to the side. And I also have the back plate for this. Now, this back plate has a thumb turn. Yours may or may not have a thumb turn, depending on how you order it. I also have the place for my 4 batteries here and that black cover that you saw to go on. That cover is secured with a Torx screw, so you don't have to worry about people taking it off as easy and taking the batteries out if somebody wants to play around. So it is a little bit secured, but can still be opened with standard Torx screwdriver. This one has different connectors here, depending on what options I ordered. Like I said, you may have this many, you may have less, but that's the options. Depending on how you order your lock, these parts may look different also. If I didn't order it with a thumb turn, I would not have this section right here. This one is the Mortise privacy set. If I order a cylindrical lock, it'll look a little different. It'll be a round disc here instead of this. Just slight different options for how it works. You also see our lever return down here. This is where I actually hook up one of those springs for the lever to pop back when I pull it down. Otherwise, it's just going to flip around. So I've got a spring that goes in here during installation to make that lever pop back up. And I believe that's all that we have in the box here. Yep. So that's all the pieces out of our box. This is everything that would come with the lock if you order this exact part number. You should have pretty close to this with any part number you order, but this is exactly what we have with this one. And this is our E7900 Mortise lock. Thank you.